I can't help myself. So I am going to plant some of my things just because I can't help myself, you know? Do you have those days? I have those days. Okay, so we're going to plant me a rosella and a cosmic eclipse. We'll go here. We'll go here. We'll do a little lemon. Ooh, you know what? Yeah, we'll do lemon spice jalapeno. This is not everything. Oh, wow, I forgot how big watermelons are. I made this Cinco Leche cake, and I thought I showed it to y'all, but I showed it on stories. It looks terrible here, but it's really good. I screwed up, but it wound up tasting like a bread pudding. Wound up tasting like a bread pudding, and it's bomb. So, highly recommended, from Zoe Bakes. Good morning. It's Friday. You will notice that I did not upload this week, and I did that. It wasn't terribly planned. It was just one of those. You know what? I'm gonna not. So I took the week off because if you saw my Get Ready With Me video, I put up. I think it was like 2 videos right now. Last week and the week before had just been really tough. And you kind of have to survey the damage a little bit, you know, and then you gotta, okay, what do I do? What steps do I take? Da, 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 da. And I needed this week to just kind of not. Recharge a little bit, survey a little bit, kind of see what I want, you know, what do I want to spend my time on? And so on and so forth. So this week, I've just kind of chilled out a little bit, to see what difference it makes. I think, do you hear these birds? I so badly want to like figure out a way to take care of these birds. I know somebody's doing something because they're always, it's like all morning. It's just gorgeous for like literally 5 hours. It's amazing. But yeah, I was talking to Jeremy about it, and he was like, yeah, let's do it. So I was thinking about kind of pivoting. If in a way that feels super organic, but it might be different. It might feel kind of jarring. I hope it doesn't, but like, I don't know. Everybody's different, right? So I was thinking about how do I take things off my plate in a way that makes me feel like I've accomplished more. So I follow a lot of Peloton people, right? Because I'm a big Peloton person. And there is a trainer named Kendall who's awesome. And Kendall posted a thing a while back, and it said, do less, accomplish more. Or achieve more, I think is what she said. And at the moment, I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. And she's a really big like mental health advocate. She does a lot of stuff for mental health communities and like awareness and stuff. So she's awesome in that respect. And yeah, and so I was thinking about it and just kind of, you know, surveying like, okay, what's going on? And I think I've just overcommitted in so many ways, and I'm such an overachiever by nature, and I think I'm at this point where, you know, from whatever, you know, consequences and byproducts of whatever circumstances and prior decisions have landed me here. And so how do I make better decisions and be in a better headspace every day going forward? And so what I'm gonna kind of do to test this, not like, I don't have any grand, you know, results after like 5 days, is I'm gonna pivot a little bit in terms of my structure. So I'm gonna go down to 2 videos a week. Mainly because cranking out 3 videos a week really robs me of my creativity. I'm on such tight deadlines with videos and other things like work and life and whatnot that I just don't have the ability to play and to develop and grow as much as I would like to. And even to dedicate the time to learn is very hard. And it's so dependent on everything else in the day going correctly. And I mean, you can tell that just doesn't happen, you know, it just doesn't. So I'm gonna take myself down to 2 videos a week. But I don't want that to seem like I'm losing a third of the content I had planned. I think my current, I guess, approach is gonna be to fold that content into my vlogs. So you're not gonna lose seeing whatever it was. It's just gonna be put into a vlog, or it's gonna be whatever. It'll be consolidated elsewhere. So and I actually think that'll feel maybe less disjointed, because I find that, especially lately, just with stuff I had planned, like garden videos and like spring cleaning and stuff like that, like so much of what I was filming, I wasn't filming for vlogs. So it would just skip, because I was like, well, you're gonna see it later. And I kind of was like, I don't necessarily, looking at that objectively, I don't love that. That doesn't like inspire me. It doesn't make me feel like any way, right? It's just kind of like, it's just more me plugging in for content and less me feeling as organic as I'd like it to feel. So yeah, so we're gonna scale back. I haven't decided on, it'll still be a Sunday vlog because I just like that, but I don't know what the other day will be. Maybe Wednesday, just to kind of compromise between Tuesday and Thursday. Let me know if you have any feedback on that. I'm open. I don't have any feelings towards any specific day. I just, you know, but yeah, I also think, I think something else I'm going to really drive in is, I had said this at the beginning of, I want to touch on something. I had said in the beginning of the year in my goal setting video for like my annual goals, I was going to do these monthly goals videos and then like a monthly recap. And it's March and I haven't done a monthly recap because I had January, it was like a shit show. And then February we had the snowpocalypse. I like love this. I'm sorry if you don't love it, but I love it. I just like the best background music. So yeah, and I was just kind of noodling on that some, and I think I'm actually gonna take it as a challenge to make those goals much more meaningful and less of a to-do. So, for example, I have had like daily walks and daily AM pages and all this kind of stuff. I've had all that on my goals list, and I'm gonna get rid of all of that because I feel like I've made so much of these goals into a to-do in an effort to stay consistent. Like, it makes sense as to why, but what it wound up turning them into are chores that defeat the purpose of them. And that's something that I've noticed is a very big trend for me, is I tend to be somebody who, I will achieve the goal, no question, but like at what cost, right? Like at what point does it just completely take the passion out of it? So yeah, so that's what's up. It's March 26th, so I'm gonna go buy some soil and I'm gonna plant up the rest of my melons and my tomatoes, hopefully, and peppers today. I don't know. I'm gonna get as much as I can done. I also, my corn salad, I reseeded like a week ago and it still hasn't come up. So I don't know if maybe that soil is over amended or it just doesn't do well there or what, but I think I might just cut my losses because I've thrown like 2 or 3 bags of seeds in there. So it's like a lot of seeds and like nothing, you know? So I think I'm just gonna cut my losses on that and maybe make it a tomato bed or whatever. I've got options. But yeah, so I also think I think you're gonna see like a derivative consequence of the 2 video. I love how loud that bird is. I want to do like a derivative of like my vlogs feel a lot more the full week and less everything that didn't get tackled in other videos. You know what I mean? Like that's really what my goal is just so it feels much more fully realized, you know, like a more accurate depiction. But I also want something that is much more consistent. So it's something I'm going to see if Jeremy can chime in on, where he like he picks up the camera a little bit, just so it's more of like the life part of it, and then everything else will be whatever they are, right? Like, I don't know, because I'm gonna pivot some stuff around. But yeah, so that's what's up. I'll get a monthly Nunes video to you. I think I know I've skipped stuff because I just unbox it, wipe it down, and like put it, because they're like tiny little things. But like, I need to do a little pan and show you. I should do that today. I'll do that today. And then that video will go up next week. So I think you actually might get 2 videos. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to say that and not actually do it, because I'm trying to like actually stick to these like things I've set for myself now. These like self-care measures. I found this journal. I didn't buy it yet, but it's called a self-care planner, and I think it's by Simply Self or Simple Self or something like that. I got recommended. I can't remember from who, but I was just doing like a ton of research. Oh, it was on, I can't remember. It was in a YouTube video, but anyway, so I had seen that, and I'm kicking around buying that because it's really more focused on what have you done today? How did it make you feel? What did you like? What are the? It's like a weekly recap of like what, you know, did this? What's the end result here? How'd this week go? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What do you want to change? Like, I like that. I like that kind of written status update. Yeah, so I don't know, right? Like, I'm kind of about it, but I wanted to like sit down and just touch base, and everything's okay. It's just I needed a minute. I just needed a minute to like not and bake and chill out and not just be like trying to accomplish 1,000 things every single day, because the burnout is real, and I am such a, by nature, somebody who just performs so highly that like I don't really know what it is. Like, to me, it just feels like I need more coffee. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't actually feel, and I don't really want to get into the whole like, it's a byproduct of capitalism, blah blah blah. Like, I'm one person. I'm not I'm not Joan of Arc. I'm not gonna go die on a spit and change the world. But I can make decisions and changes to benefit my life and my family's life. So yeah. Yeah. I can't wait to take you on the garden tour tomorrow. I really can't. I'm so excited. I've done a lot. It feels amazing. It feels amazing. I'm so excited. It's so funny how I'm just like constantly trying to exercise restraint, because there's just so much stuff that I'd love to do, but I say this all the time, but like, you know, there's only so much you can do in a house that you really don't anticipate being in for much more than like 6 months to a year, you know, maybe 15 months max. So yeah, things that take time, things that take a year. I don't want to plant something. I don't want to plant anything that needs to like establish itself and then it'll fruit, because I won't even see it. You know what I mean? So anyway, yeah. So I'm going to go buy some soil now. I'm going to plant up my melons and everything, because the temperature today is like about a 35-degree swing. So it'll be up in the 80s. What's the forecast? 80s today, tomorrow, 70 is the high for Sunday, 69 is the high for Monday, 84, 75, 71, 68. So yeah, so it's okay time for germination. You know what I mean? Like, it gets chillier, but I'm not below, today's the lowest, which was 47. I don't go below 48. And then my God, we're in the 80s. So like, it's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay. So yeah, let's go do that. Good morning. It's Saturday morning and it's time for a new garden tour. This is the first time I've come out. This is morning. So like, this will be fun. I did a lot of planting yesterday. So here we've got Giant of Italy parsley and Siam Queen Thai basil. Up here we've got some wild thyme, which doesn't seem to be doing super well. Here we've got Thai sweet basil. Up here I've got bouquet dill and Greek dwarf basil. Okay, and then over here I've got some tomato towers. Y'all can see I've got leaned up. I think I'm gonna raise up the soil once these get a little taller. But I've gone ahead and I've planted, this is wild Tatar oregano, and you can see a little bit of it back there in the corner. I think I don't have the right conditions for it, but whatever. These here are black cherry tomatoes, and then those there are sunrise bumblebee tomatoes. These like clumps. And then here we have King Osmere pansies. These are gonna be really pretty. These are gonna also be edible. And these guys showed up. So we have dragon tongue beans here. And then over here we've got Blahilda beans. And then throughout this is, interesting. Throughout this is chamomile. So see how like crazy? It's like really picking up. Here, I've reseeded and like resoiled and mulched and everything. I put ladybird rose nasturtium through. I have corn salad, but it's just like wasn't happening. So I don't know what happened, right? But I had seeded it twice and absolutely nothing. So I'm like, okay. So I've gone ahead and I put Saint Pierre tomatoes and golden Jenny melons in this bed. I have absolutely no idea how this is gonna go. This is, in case this is your first video, my garden is a classroom. Like this house is it's just a total classroom. So I just am here to experiment and learn, and if something goes great, awesome, and if it doesn't, okay, well, I learned, right? Like that's it. I don't stress out about, I try to solve the problem, but I don't try to stress out the whole time. Quick peek up here. This is what my ranunculuses are looking like. Looking real good. Ranunculus, pardon me. I've got my anemones back there. Like they are really starting to fill out. And I've got new growth from the new ones I put in. This bed here is gonna get tackled very soon because the soil is it's healed a lot. So it's getting healthier, but we need to put cardboard down. All right, so here, this is the tomato tower. I'm not married to these, but I just bought them because they came recommended. I don't like how crooked they are, so I think I'm gonna wind up getting obelisks. But I've got moss curled parsley here, and I've got Murasaki purple peppers here. I don't know if you can really, there you go. And then over here, I've got Kentucky beefsteak tomatoes. And then back there and all up in here, I have Momolo basil. Right here, I've got Batavian full heart endive. And then over here, I've got green Macerata cauliflower that's doing real well. I'm like amazed. And then I've got a strawberry blonde calendula that rims this. This here is a wild rocket arugula. I was a little worried for a while, but it seems to be doing a lot better. I fertilized and it drained a little bit, so that's been helpful. This is purple of Sicily cauliflower. It is just so fun to watch because the colors are incredible. And then this is Beni Hushimazuna. So what's cool is I grow these because they're purple. So if you can see the difference, the purple there and the purple here, it's so interesting. I like love it. And then if you want to see something else cool that popped up this week, that guy. This is a Mexican evening primrose. Okay, lots happened really yesterday, but a lot has happened this week in general with the garden. So here we go. These are my blackberries. They are getting just healthier and healthier and healthier, and that makes me really happy. And you can see them really, I think I showed y'all this the other day, but like they're really starting to bloom. And it's just so cool to watch. So I did a major trim on them last year. So it makes me really happy to see how healthy like this is coming back, you know, because I was nervous, but I feel like I did okay. This makes me feel like it's like promising, you know. So if you can tell, there's a lot more grow bags up here. I finished my like spring summer planting. So here we have Buena Mulata pepper with nothing yet. Here we have a lipstick pepper. So this is gonna be purple but sweet. This is gonna be, I got this because it's a lipstick pepper and that's really all I needed to know. But it's like a pimento type pepper, so I'm growing that for my dad. This bag here is the early Moonbeam watermelon. I hope this does well. So all of the big bags I've got by Trellises. This here is a Cosmic Eclipse tomato. This here's lemon spice jalapeno. This is a Rosella tomato. This is strawberry watermelon. Keep in mind, all of this went in within the last 7 days. So like you're not gonna see a lot of activity. You're just getting to know what I planted. This is the Solar Flare tomato. I just put those in yesterday. All of this I just did yesterday. This is the Dr. Witchy's tomato, Wyke. I hear witchy off of Roots of Refuge. I don't know if that's right though. This, I already have a spider. That's exciting. So this is a tender sweet orange tomato. Excuse me, tender sweet orange watermelon. Tender sweet orange watermelon. And then this guy is Moon and Stars watermelon. These are going to be, I hope this comes up because I had those last year from a different provider and it was fun, but they just didn't do well enough. So I'm hoping I do better this year. I have the Deux d'Espagne pepper. I've got a black Krim tomato. I've got Kajari melons. Those did really well for me last year. I have Petit Glee Dillon melon. Just an exposed seed. I've got a carbon tomato there. I've got a habanero pepper there, which is a habanero without the heat. And then this one is a Chalantais melon, which is like a smaller French melon. And this is the Noix de Calme. So I've got lots of melons, lots of tomatoes. So this is the other side. I know that was like a big rundown, but there's like no activity yet. Just wait. This is the other side of the cut flower garden. So like you can see it's really starting to fill out, which is just really exciting. Like it's really, like all the little pops of green, it's really starting to come up. Even in there, you can see. Yeah. This is my shade bed. We're looking okay. We're adjusting okay. You know, like it's all right. We're all right. And then this up here is the rest of my cut flower garden. So we've really started to get some height, which is excellent news. And then we've started to, all the newness is starting to come up too. So I have, okay, real quickly. In this bed, sorry, I didn't identify these. I have Juliet and Marshmallow Ranunculus, and then I've got a pastel mix anemone. And I had some Iraq, but I don't know if it's doing as well. And then I've gone ahead and I've sown like later. So I had a little bit of succession sowing. Some more ranunculus. I got a bridal mix in there, and I've got another mix of the pastel anemone, rainbow pastel anemone. Those, the original round was from Florette and the second round was from Eden Brothers. So I'm curious to see how this all goes, but you can really see it's like it's coming up. Things are really coming up. So then over here I've got a ruby gold Iraq. I've got Dara caramel apple Iraq, pink peony breadseed poppies. I've got pennycress cress. I've got avalanche supreme stock, which is like a big white filler. Unicorn mix celosia. Cactus pink zinnias. The Eden Brothers gift mix I just put in this week. I've got a peppermint stick zinnia in here as well. I also have a romantic mix ranunculus, and I've got cafe au lait dinner plate dahlias. So you can see things are coming up. So all this newness, like these are not, this is like max a couple weeks old, max. This is not even 3 weeks old. So like those ranunculus, they're doing well. I think that's a dahlia. I don't know. But I'm hopeful. But dahlias take longer, so I'm being patient. But you can start to see them coming up, which is really exciting. And then these are just doing awesome. I mean, these are doing like really awesome. My thoughts are, because the snowpocalypse came after I had seeded all this stuff, it had like trickled down, right? So I had originally intended it to be a little bit more of a structured garden, but now I'm to the point where I'm just like, you know what? I love the idea that it's just going to be this wild kind of country cut flower garden, because it's just for me and like friends, right? Like I'm not selling any of this. I don't need it to be like incredibly organized. And it's a small enough space I can keep my head on, you know? But yeah, so this is kind of cool to watch because you can see this had like a month head start, maybe more, but you can see the difference. So just in another month, how dense this whole thing will be, how big some of this will be. This time in a month, it's gonna look a lot different. Oh, I haven't shown you. Yeah, I did. Okay, I showed you the beans. It's gonna look a lot different. So you're gonna start to see some height, and hopefully, you know, definitely by summer. But yeah, because I mean, June I gotta start planting autumn, right? But like, and here you're gonna really start to see it explode. It's gonna be awesome. And yeah, anyway, I'm excited. This is kind of funny because I really am kind of over the grow bag look, but for right now, because that soil is just a joke to work with for food, it's just not an option. So I gotta stick with the bags. But yeah, so that's what's up. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see y'all very soon.